Hi, we're 35mm Nitrate. I'm Clint.
I'm Dim.
And today we're going to be watching a horror movie. It's called Jason X.
I've never seen it.
I have, and it's like Aliens meets Jason, only really bad.
Is it kind of like was it Leprechaun 4?
Oh no, it's not that bad. It's still bad.
Okay,
but
because we're gonna have to do that one too.
Anything with the title Leprechaun is worse than Jason.
Well, anything with the title In Space.
Ooh
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Today we're watching Jason X. It was directed by James Isaac, produced by James Isaac, starring Kane Hodder, Lexa Doig, and Jeff Geddes. The film was made in 2001.
I'm taking the specimen.
Well, you can't. I haven't prepped the cryostasis.
Fucking David Cronenberg. When he's not directing good movies or so-so
he's
movies,
acting in
shitty
shitty
movies, yeah.
Let's run to the furthest away door possible.
Yeah, right. And, okay, now I know why David Cronenberg does it. He's dead. He's dead now.
Just Kane Hodder walking around. Hey, ladies. You want to do it with Jason? Oh, you mean the murderer? No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I could see people being like, I'll do it with the guy who played fucking, like, Freddy. Because, like, at least he's funny and, like, creepy and stuff, but he's funny. Jason never says anything. He's the strong, silent type. But not like Michael Myers, who's, like, the strong, silent type, but you're like, yeah, you're kind of cool.
Yeah,
he's the strong, silent type who's just a dick. Like,
yeah, because he's smart. Michael Myers.
Mike Myers. Yeah, Mike Myers is an intelligent serial killer.
Not the dude.
This guy.
not the dude from Shrek.
This is Mike Myers. No, dude, the dude from Austin Powers.
I was gonna say Wayne's World.
I was gonna say Lothar of the Hill People.
Yeah.
Bam.
Good job.
Outdone.
You got it. Or no, Sprockets.
I gotta get in the last word.
Yeah. Was it? If this is a Jason movie, doesn't have nudity in it, then this is not a Jason movie.
I'm fairly certain there's nudity in this.
Okay. There better be.
But it's like really stupid nudity. Later, bitches.
Fuck you guys.
I recognize Jason Voorhees. My great granddad was killed by Jason Voorhees.
Fuck that shit.
Nope. My great granddad left a picture that he handed down through the generations and said, "Look out for this man."
My great granddad was it Kevin Bacon?
It was Kevin Bacon. You ever heard of 6 Degrees of Separation? Well, we used to play a different game called 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. My grandpa.
My grandpa.
It was a very easy game. You, me, grandpa. Kevin Bacon. Game over. 1 degree of separation.
Yeah.
Related by blood.
I forgot my arm.
Yep.
Oh, are you serious? That was the line?
She dies the best death ever.
2 vials.
Two? In what condition?
Well, top
We're
10.
attempting reanimation with one of them.
More than was it Jason 9 whenever he stabbed that chick and then ripped up and one boob went this way and another boob went the other way?
It's better than that.
But how about the time?
But it has nothing to do. It's not a sexual thing though.
Well, then how about
It's literally just I'm impressed by.
But how about the time? How about the time in Jason? Goes to Manhattan and he punched that dude's head off, like straight up.
I think he does that in this.
Really?
I think he punches a dude's head.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
Haven't I seen him before?
He looks very familiar.
Like
Show me.
He's got like a. He was in 300. He was the messenger who gets. This is
madness. This is madness. Yeah.
From now on, every line he says is just him being like, keeping Jason alive. This is madness. This is Spaceship 2709. I love the design of these guns where that giant barrel on the top is like a D battery flashlight.
Yeah.
Like all that top rail is just D batteries. And then the under part is the actual gun.
Well, all of those D batteries would probably last around 20 minutes.
Like somebody sat around one day and was like, dude, you know what's great? Space guns.
Yeah.
You know what's better than that? Space guns with flashlights. Because what do we have an abundance of in space? Darkness. Marine gun training is like little to do with the gun. Like they're like, oh look, you get the gun, point, shoot, you're done. Yeah. But the flashlight requires extensive firearm training. That guy just got screwed.
Oh!
That should have been the line.
Shazam!
That's what Jason was saying in his head. Like, Jason, from Jason's perspective, he's like an action movie star. And so he thinks he's like fucking, like, he's just constantly like reliving like Die Hard in his head. So he thinks he's John McClane and he just says all these really crappy movie puns. So he's like, throw the guy. He's like, that guy just got screwed. I can say that I think that this one has one of the more ambitious body counts as far as Jason movies go. Now, I haven't seen all of them.
Probably.
But like, this movie, God, I don't remember if he kills everybody. Like, I don't think he kills everybody. I think that maybe like 2 or 3 people survive.
Look, we're gonna be all right. He's
trapped. I love this guy. I love him immediately because he just said, we're gonna be all right.
Absolutely.
And shark. Boom. Every time someone starts to be like, we will make it through this, I just want a CG shark to eat them.
I know, right?
Deep Blue Sea is the greatest movie of all time because of that scene.
Why don't you go under it?
Oh, God, because she's dumb as rocks.
She's supposed to be the smart one. She's like 480 years old. She looks good for 480 years old, but still.
I want to say that there's like something important that's over there. Like, I think she realized that like somebody might be over there. Like, that's the quickest way to like some deck.
Well, yeah, but just go under the knife.
Maybe she's just cryogenically stupid.
Cryogenically stupid.
Brain cells were lost in the cryo process.
I got it.
So now she doesn't remember how to crouch.
But how did she beat the shit out of him with a gun?
Because she's literally got like infinite ammo, so she's like shooting his arms and legs off and shit.
Yeah, but no one else could do that.
Because they didn't have guns that were strong enough to shoot his limbs off.
I'm pretty sure they had the same guns.
I don't know. I guess they're just not as good a shot as she is.
I guess this movie's
She's a robot,
fucking
so
stupid.
She doesn't have the recoil or something. I don't know.
No, this movie's just stupid.
Yeah. Don't try and put logic into that shit, jackass.
You're the one trying to put logic in it.
I had to try and call you out before you called me out.
Yeah. I still have not seen one real tit in this movie.
Yeah, that's true.
This is not a fucking Jason.
A lot of allusions to boobies. I think there might be boobies later on the holodeck.
You know, he's just on a green screen going, ugh, and that's it.
Hey, that's your boy. That's your boy you're making fun of.
Fucking Kane Hodder. Yeah, I gave him a cigarette once.
So that's your boy you're fucking with.
I'm not saying he's good.
He's gonna fuck you up.
I would be afraid of him.
Kane Hodder's gonna come here right now, bust in Jason your face. I would scream like such a little girl if Jason busted through that door. I'd be like, ah! No, Jason! No!
Want a beer? Or do you want to smoke some pot? Or we can have premarital sex. We love premarital sex.
So that was Jason X.
X for extremely bad.
You had seen the movie before I hadn't.
So, okay, I will give it this much. It was pretty much space for the sake of space. Like how many times was something happening that actually was addressing the fact that like they're on a ship and in space? Like, there's a lot of things that happen to the ship. There's a lot of things that happen superfluously that are like superficial things, like, oh, we need to get at the space pod, like whatever. But there was not like a lot of like legitimate space problems.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, oh, we're gonna put Jason in space because how cool would it be if he's like killing people in space, and then on top of that, it'd be like saying like Jason on a sub, like we're gonna put Jason in a submarine. But, like, we're not going to address the fact that every time he kills somebody, that was an officer who had a job, and now that job's not being fulfilled, so the ship is going to crash and die.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't do that in this movie. This was literally just Jason in space.
It was.
For the sake of being in space.
Yeah. And
because they wanted to have a sex robot.
They want to have a sex robot, and they want to have Uber Jason. They didn't even come into, like, a fucking hour and
I feel like
15 minutes
like
and an hour and 30-minute film.
The idea going into this was like, we need to make Jason cooler. We should make like Uber Jason. Yeah,
Uber's much cooler than Jason.
Uber is a word that the kids say these days.
Yeah, that's a German word. Let's go into that. Yeah,
we'll call him Uber Jason. But how do we do that?
Space,
technology,
nanomachines.
Like, what a shitty idea.
It was terrible.
Okay, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let you rate it first because you still didn't know what you were thinking, so go ahead.
I'm on the fence on hate it or loathe it. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, fuck. Loathe it. I loathed it. I mean, it was worse than hate by a stretch of mind. It was not that entertaining. It was entertaining with a friend and watching it like that, but it wasn't entertaining in any other stretch of the mind.
I'm gonna give it a loathe it, but I'm gonna give it a very soft loathe it because this is a movie that you could probably throw on at like a party or like with your friends and like laugh about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like if it's just like you're looking for a good time ripping apart a movie, you're not gonna have as much fun ripping this movie apart because it's just so boring. Like this movie
was very boring.
For a movie with so many things going on, nothing happens.
And for a Friday the 13th movie, which are normally, I mean, they have a little bit of like slowness in between, deaths. I'm a big horror fan. I know the Friday the 13th movies. And I avoided this one for this exact reason.
I know horror.
I know horror.
I know horror. That was not horror.
That was a boring fucking movie.
That was like people who make like comedy type films or like bad like the people who make like Lex and like sci-fi like SY-fi movies. Like people who make those films were like, hey, you know what we should do? We should make a horror movie. What's a franchise we can easily afford the rights to? Jason. Okay,
Jason.
fine.
Yeah.
Like the movie, it's not that it's terrible, it's just that it's not worth watching. Like you're lucky we reviewed it. Like because the fact of the matter is that half of this movie, like, I was asleep. Like, if it wasn't for, like, fucking fake Leonidas and, like, the whole, like, this is madness! Like, that's the most redeeming quality of that whole movie. Was the revelation that that's the messenger from 300.
That was the only good thing about the fucking movie. Aside from that,
you don't take anything away from that film.
No.
And,
it's
dumb. So... that's our review. That's 35mm Nitrate. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, click the buttons down below. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought. Let us know your thoughts on the movie. Let us know if you disagree completely or if you agree with us.
Also, you can purchase the movie if you want to go through it down in the description as well.
Right.
Link.
So make sure that, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all those things. Go ahead. Do it now. We need more fans. We love all you guys, but we want more of you. Make sure that you don't just view it, you lazy bastards. Click subscribe and favorite it and like it.